What's really good, baby? What's really good? I am E-Rock, and I am here to tell y'all that we are here live again from the Peaks, the Twins, the Peaks of Twin, also known as Twin Peaks. The beer is at a very cold and chilly 30.2 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. That would be disgusting. It's not Kelvin, because we would not be in this bar. I'm trying to sound smart, but it's really not going to be happening on that one. The extent of that knowledge. All right. But we are at Twin Peaks. Thank you again for having us to this bar. Thank you, Twin Peaks. I want to also bring in people that I also want to thank because they are great hosts. And I know y'all love them because I've seen it. One of them he's a rough and tumble kind of guy and a gooey exterior. And underneath, like I've been saying. But let's go ahead and let this gentle giant, this tough guy onto the stage first. What's up, Joseph?
What it do? What it do? How we doing? Shout out to Tree Hill Ravens.
Tree Hill Ravens, Wilmington, North Carolina. Yep. Tree Hill Ravens.
Rocking a Nathan Scott today.
Oh, speaking of, we're showing off shirts, by the way. Shout out to Big Worms Ice Cream Truck. Hold on. You got anyone seen Friday? Anyone seen Friday? Damn, this thing is tight.
I remember Friday.
I know. Big Worms Ice Cream Truck. There you go. That's the shirt, baby. That's what I'm talking. We got Tree Hill. We got Friday. We're on board right now. Look at us just kicking ass and taking names with the shirt game. You know who doesn't need a shirt game? Because all he needs on his shirt game is spilled chili fries on his shirt, a couple of Dr. Pepper stains, and this guy has already a masterpiece on it. He knows what I'm talking about. He does. JR, come on. Tell him about how you and your stained shirts always are pictures worth 1,000 words. And you, sir, are worth 1,000,000 awesome words.
You know I don't really stain my shirts unless it's a Friday night, baby. Unless it's a Friday night, but sadly we're on a Sunday night. Bob just chilled out with my family with chilies. Baby back.
So I love how the word that chili and chilies came up in the same sentence. You know, he had time to. The only reason he doesn't have a stain on his shirt is because he had time to change. That's what it is. We see. And anyone that watches the show, you're awesome. And anyone that hasn't, you're missing out. And I'm glad to have you. We're glad to have you here. But Jordan is known far and wide, and Joe can absolutely, and so could Jordan if he's being honest. Jordan is known far and wide for snacking munchily on. That's not even a word, but munchily on this show. Where his mic, I have to mute it sometimes. Joe's heard it's like Frito cracking, and it's awesome.
I think it's literally just my laptop, probably on its last legs.
Oh, blame the laptop for your munchies. Get out of here. It should be known New York is a legal state for that. Okay, so but we're happy. We look. So be responsible, be legal. Okay. Everyone.
Munchie is actually the correct term for that. BT dubs.
Munchily. I said munchily like it was like a adverb. No. I don't know.
Never mind. Close.
No. I admit. I at least admitted that it wasn't a word, but I'm creating it. He eats away munchily. That should be a word.
Munchily.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you use it often enough, the dictionary will put it in there. I promise.
No yeah, Webster's doesn't.
The Oxford Dictionary now, so
Webster's and Oxford Dictionary does not have high standards these days.
It's not so much the standard is that if it's used by us as a whole, since we're the ones using the language, we actually have some authority as to what ends up in the dictionary. So we could just make shit up, and eventually it might get there.
Yep.
So cap or cappin is about to be on there. Is that what's happening?
Yes. It's not on there already. It's probably already in there, to be honest.
You know, it probably is. I wonder if Jean, the one y'all hate so much, but it's not you that hates it. It's it's Josh actually. John, like the one from Philly. Well, look at that, John. I wonder if that's probably in there. All right, I wonder if
Probably.
Milf's in there. You think Milf's in there? All right, we're moving forward. We're moving forward.
Oh, it's definitely in there.
You'd have to imagine. Maybe not. Okay.
I'm looking
Jordan
right
always-
at it. Merriam-Webster.
Oh, it is it. Oh, it is in there.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Give me Please give me the definition. Please give me the definition.
I got
got
you.
it
Hold on.
Oh God, it's gonna be like the most clean and politically correct ever.
A sexually attractive older woman, and especially one who has children. It's the exact.
Well, why is it especially one? No, it's only one that has just the whole point.
I mean, considering what the M is, we know that's a duh, but
Yeah.
so says the dictionary.
Oh my!
I guess what they mean is mom aged. You know,
Yeah.
like you should have children, but
then that's
you know?
then that's just a cougar. Then that's different. Oh my!
No, that's different. Those are
that-
aged women who like younger men. That's
I just think it.
that's
just think it's-
different.
Yeah,
That's
it's way
true. That's true.
different.
That's true. You
It's
know what
close, but
my definition would be like older women that poach younger men. They poach younger men for sport.
God.
For sport. That's right.
I was like, I feel
love
like
it,
that's different too.
Especially women that have children. That's kind of what the implied M is in that acronym.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever.
No.
Otherwise, it'd be a single mom or a single woman. Never mind.
Well,
Okay,
That's not your English lesson for the day.
that's a different.
That's the
This-
English
this is
lessons
our
in life, kids.
We need to have some stream of consciousness kind of podcast, and me and Gabe did one, and we've been talking about doing another. We need to do. We just got so off topic. It was great though. The 10 people that are listening live at this moment, and the millions and trillions that watch after, you have been educated that MILF is in the dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, well,
We
okay,
did that. We as
Yeah.
people. We as
that's right.
as a
That's
society did this.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
This.
I love society
So,
now.
so if that can be in the if that can be in the dictionary, then I'm making munchily as an adverb in the dictionary. I'm putting it in there.
Okay, but
So
you can't be the only one who says it. You got to convince other
I know.
people to say it.
Oh, I will.
Get it
Okay.
to trend on a TikTok or something, and then eventually,
No,
eventually you'll get to a dictionary.
Oh no, it's happening. I swear to God. I'm just gonna now that you've said it, man, it's like
You know what? I'm adding that now that we're talking about. I'm adding it to my bucket list. Create a word that ends up eventually in the dictionary. That's a bucket list item now. Thanks for that ad. I'm gonna create a word, get it trending, and eventually make it to a dictionary. And I'm gonna be like, you don't see that? I did this.
Look.
Munchily, baby.
There you go. All right.
That's how you do it. I have to take it down
Rereading.
temporarily. Because we've already given opening statements, so give us your calling cards just up front. So the people with short memory spans will hear it now and hear it at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me at Java Joe Sports on the X. Typically anything that's entertainment or sports related or even gaming related, I'll usually talk about on there. And then a link to my writing portfolio is there as well. My quick note of the day is that Jordan strikes again. Shout out to the Patriots, and Drake May going to be in QB1 soon because Jacoby Brissett got hurt.
I didn't know that.
Oh boy.
Why'd you do that?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I'm happy for Drake May. I'm just not happy for what he's had to walk into right out of the gate.
I called this though. Let's remember
You did.
a couple of shows ago. I
You
called it. I said, I really hope no one.
You did.
It's gonna be great.
Well, actually, technically, I called either your quarterback, your starter, and Gabe's Drake May would get hurt. Neither got hurt, but one of the quarterbacks on your team got hurt.
At least one quarterback didn't make it.
I hate you.
Hey, what's yours?
No, not you. I'm talking to Jordan.
I love
talking
you
to
too,
Jordan.
D-Rock. Love you too.
But dude, I'm just saying this, okay? Oh my God, the voodoo priestess that you went to get this magic His curse. I don't like it. I want to go so I can reciprocate it to you, man.
He could have.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
This is
Could've
just.
won $1 million
I didn't know about.
too,
I
or
like
unbeaten.
Jacoby.
No,
I like Jacoby Brissett. Oh my god! This hurts. Okay, so
well,
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
How bad is he? For the record, how bad is the injury?
It's supposedly a shoulder injury. Severity is unknown, but there is a
Okay,
clip
well.
surfacing on the internet on the hit that he took, which was a missed block by Ramondre Stevenson, and he got pancaked.
You're saying he got fucked.
He got pancaked.
He got
that
fucked
sucks.
up.
That lineman
Dude.
ate him.
Well, Drake, it's a good thing Drake May is mobile because he's gonna be running like it's like Bryce Young this past year.
No, he's gonna be running for his life.
Thank you.
I mean, Brissett's not a statue exactly, but
I didn't say he's a statue. He's just not as athletic. Drake May's younger. Jacoby's not a spring chicken.
can do anything
And Drake
like
May's
that.
Drake May's a little bigger, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he's gonna be running for his life this year. Holy crap, dude! It's gonna be like
All right.
watching Bryce. It's gonna be like watching Bryce Young this past year, where he was like literally one Mississippi, and he runs like hell because he has to. Dear Lord!
Mhm.
All right, Jordan, calling card.
Yeah.
Do it,
All
and
right,
don't
you
talk
can-
don't talk any shit about anyone in this opening statement. I swear to God, I will kill you.
Eli, I will try my best. Eli, I'll try my best.
Joe's
can-
gonna come find you because he knows New York better than me.
You can find me at Total A Pet Sports, all my writing, all that stuff. Total A Pet Sports, Total A Pet Fantasy, all that good stuff. You always catch me at ScOutCast me up, Mr. E-Rock. You can also find me Curious Sports Book with Senor Gabriel. You can catch my social media, JC6898, on Twitter and Instagram, JC79 and TikTok. And the NFL season is coming. 2 more weeks. We're literally 2 more
10 days away, starting
10
at midnight
days.
tonight. 10 days away.
It's beautiful.
That's right.
I love it.
Absolutely, I love it. And
I can't wait for the chaos. I love it.
no, that's it. You're getting cut off right there. Before you say anything else further,
I can't.
No,
I also can't wait for Thursday.
It's like before you say anything else, I'm stopping it. Okay. Although we have a whole show to do. Okay, so Living at 09. I appreciate all the also the gentleman Malcolm started the show a little bit later today because this nice gentleman named Malcolm was asking me about podcasting, and just like the people who helped me out learning it, and I'm still learning as I go. You can never learn too much. I appreciate it all the same, and I wanted to pass it along, pay it forward to. I wanted to make sure that I gave a props where props is due. Oh, okay. Hold on. We have a clip actually of this injury. Hold on. Thank you. Shout out to Joseph for providing us with such a thing. Hold on 1 second. What is this? Wait, which one is which? It's going to cancel. Okay. Joe, you're way better. Joe is like on his game here. Joe can like look at 50 screens at once. It's pretty impressive, actually. There we go. I'm going to keep it muted, but maybe not. Yeah, everyone.
Douglas in motion. Brissett will get brought down. Untouched is KJ Henry.
Ooh, let me see that one more time. Hold on.
Douglas in motion.
Ooh.
Brissett will get brought down.
Oh, wow. When you said pancaked, I thought you meant when you said pancaked, I thought you meant Stevenson did. Stevenson just let that was what they call in the NBA Olay defense. Except it was offense, and he's just like, wee.
That Patriots offensive line is gonna be.
It's terrible. It's really bad.
I think 62 was supposed to come around and get that block while Stevenson went out to the flat on the right, because you see that there was a play action set up. So he had to go up there for the action, and then that lineman was supposed to get that guy on the edge, but the guy got off the edge came so fast.
He ran. Well, he's olayed him, and then he olayed him out because they actually usually call that a flag. But preseason, I guess they let it go a little bit. But like I don't think it's like that landing. Don't get me started. That's maybe we will get started on that in a second. But before we do get started on that, I want to. We we've been having deep conversations before air and during the air so far. Some less deep than others, but still entertaining. So let me first off just do this real quick. I want to give, and the boys are still here, guys. Don't worry. They're just inside the digital Twin Peaks here. I am in the literal Twin Peaks, and I want to say thank you again to having us here. The food is bomb. I just had some, I'm trying to eat healthier, and I even had who would know in a sports bar, I would find a very healthy meal in rainbow trout, rice pilaf, and sauteed green beans, or I could have, a little bit of salmon. I have to have some salmon with some asparagus. You never know. But if you're feeling just nice and you want to put the pounds on, meatloaf, or not meatloaf, excuse me, pot roast, baby. And cold beer, as you can see. Oh, I think the screen went off. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's back to 29 degrees.
Oh,
that
boy.
being said, thank you, Twin Peaks. Good. Hey, cold beer, good people, great times. That's all I'm saying. All right, back to the matter at hand here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead. I want to actually continue. Well, first, I got to put this banner back up. I'm going to do this psychological thing where Munchly is going to be a thing. Munchly is going to be a thing. And I'm going to plant it in everyone's head. Man, did you see that dude? He was just like eating that Munchly, bro. I don't even like it as much as some of my other ones, but I'm with Joe. I'm with you. I want to get a word in the dictionary. I'm with you, bro. All right, guys, let's actually go with this as a matter of fact. Can I get your opinion real quick, since we just talked about where's the line being drawn on player safety? Specifically, we're going to talk about quarterback sacks, because right now it's getting a little bit – quarterback sacks have become no low cutting and then no landing like the play we just saw. And I guess the other one is, helmet-to-helmet hits, like leading with your helmet, which I think we all agree on. But I want to know, like, where – Joe, you're about my age, or give or take. We're a few years apart. But so you've seen, like, the older days of football where we saw some just light-up fucking plays, dude. Like Brandon Cook's play on the sideline where a Saints player just – ooh, if you guys can check it out on YouTube. Trust me, it's there. Jordan, you're a little younger, but you've seen some shit, I'm sure, even in today. So, Joe, I want to start with you, since you are the like me, the elder statesman here, respectfully, and you've seen shit like I have. So, where do you think this cutoff line? Let's talk with the quarterback specifically right now. Like, what are we supposed to do? What can be done, or is anything going to be able to be done?
All right. Well, I'll say this. And I don't know if this was the genesis of it. But it was definitely a big catalyst in how we or not how we, but how the league has looked at quarterback contact. So you guys remember the year that Brady was out and Matt Castle had to carry the franchise, right?
Yep.
And that injury, that was pretty much like the catalyst of or the genesis of the lower extremity rules that they've placed on the quarterback, as far as that being a penalty and wanting to cut that out, because the best player in the league was out for a year. And as a league that they want all the eyes on, they just can't have that. They can't have that happening. So and
you're absolutely, especially to him.
So tribute to them. They were 11-5. They didn't make the playoffs, but I mean, they were still. That showed how good the team was as a whole. But I digress.
Bill Belichick. There you go.
Yep.
That there is a picture example as to why they started trending in this direction, and why they don't want to see that happen to, say, a Lamar Jackson or a Patrick Mahomes. Like, they're trying to eliminate those type of lower extremity injuries that can lead to a whole year being lost for guys. So that's and you're right. I come from an era of the Darren Sharpers, the Ronnie Lotts, the Leroy Butlers,
Troy Polamalu,
Taylors, the Troy Palomalus were the hardest hitting people on the planet. LT, that's so they're trying to protect the quarterbacks. They don't want to see situations. They don't want to see Tom Brady situations. Joey T from the Redskins pretty much lost his career after that hit. So they're trying to avoid that sort of thing, and I get it. Now, your question about where is that leading to? I don't know if you guys have ever seen the clip, but I'm going to give you a quick synopsis. There is a skit that Kevin Hart did on a program. I believe it was on ESPN, not sure, but he's carefully enacting of how defensive players need to treat quarterbacks as far as laying them down gently on the grounds, putting a pillow behind them on the grounds, and that this is what we were moving towards football contact on the quarterback. And I feel like a lot of people who are just thoroughbreds and true fans of the sport feel like this is where we're heading. We're heading to flag football contact. We're just not going to be able to touch it. And that's my opinion. That's
like the Pro Bowl. Like the Pro Bowl here. We're just
God, no. I'll stop. I will legit stop watching. They go to flag football.
There's a lot of people out there, just hardcore fans, are just like, you might as well just play flag football at this point. This is where we're going to.
Yes, but I say it sarcastically. I don't know if anyone says it seriously, then I hate you. Not you, but the people who are saying it. Jordan, I will pass to you before I do this. Before I do that, I want to there's the 3 rules that have been. I'm glad you brought up the Brady hit. That was he's right, Joe. Great observation. That was the catalyst of the lower leg grab, sweep, whatever you want to call it. The helmet to helmet. I don't remember how that got started by. It always gets started by one major, at least one major incident.
I think Bontet's perfect is a perfect example that I remember clearly.
Oh God, the Antonio hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Juju knocked his ass out the next year. That was great. Well, sorry, that Steelers fan, that was awesome. Perfect was he's a fuck. So I just said it. He's a fuck. That's the least I can put it as. But going past that, I don't remember which quarter. There was a quarterback thing where it happened. But here's the one I have a beef
Teddy
with.
Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater. That's what I.
Thank you. That's it.
That's the one I remember. I think it was Teddy Bridgewater because I think he got hit in the head. He got hit in the head.
No, you know what it was? It was Sam Darnold. Well, he was one of them. They had the year he slid against the Cowboys, and he was running and he was sliding, and his head got bounced like a freaking basketball against the ground. God, it was ugly. I mean, there's been a lot. I don't think that maybe there was a full catalyst for that one. It just was a culmination of things. But here's the one I have a problem with, Joseph and Jordan. And I don't know. There was a catalyst moment for this. I don't remember which one. Where you tackled him, like the way we just saw, where Stevenson is the block and Brissett. Basically, he gets flat. That's actually a flag most of the time in the regular season. I don't remember the play, but Jordan, that's the one I kind of have the most kind of hesitance with. Well, give me your or protest with. Give me your opinions on everything or what I said or both.
I think it's the Teddy Bridgewater incident. I think that's the one where it's like, oh my God, where it was legit scary. But for me personally, it was the college was the Brady hit. Like legit, Brady was the reason why a good chunk of these rules are affecting the product. But it's that, but also they're trying to get rid of tackling in general. Like the new hit drop tackle rule. How do you define a hit drop tackle? Like you're trying to train to find out. Okay, this hit drop tackle, no, but that tackle work. No,
I forgot about that.
It's just so mind-boggling, stupid. Like you're trying to mess up the game. Like they're trying to I want to say overprotect them, but they're protecting in the worst ways possible. Like it's just mind-boggling to me. Like is that and roughing the passer, it's probably gonna get worse this season than last season. But a couple of seasons ago, Brady's last season, Brady Jarrett purposely got him down roughing the passer, defense. That was just insulting. It's just.
Yeah. I mean that I totally. You know what? I am so glad you brought up the hip drop thing, Joe. Piggyback off the hip drop, the hip, whatever they call it, the hip drop. I just call it a tackle, but I call it a tackle. But I've done it a million times in normal and like in backyard football. Well, not a million, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you referee this, but I know what the genesis of this was. Well, not the genesis of it, but I know what the reasoning behind it is. And Pat McAfee learned firsthand, apparently, from one of the Harbaugh at the winter meetings. He actually physically demonstrated on Pat McAfee the type of tackle they're trying to get rid of. So I guess he understands it to an extent, but I think basically this is another way to protect certain players who try to use the leverage that they can, whether that's because they're undersized. Let's just say someone who's, maybe smaller in stature to a Derrick Henry, trying to take someone like that down. They're trying to use whatever leverage they can on a guy like that, because you're not going to take him head on. He's going to run right through you. So what's your other alternative? Well, you're going to use the leverage that you can, and evidently they don't want you to do that and then, cause, like, say, a hamstring injury or a lower extremity injury on someone who literally uses that as their means of getting paid. This is what they're good for, running the ball, So again, receivers as runners, rack yardage. They're trying to eliminate those lower extremity injuries so that they could stop from like certain injuries that'll take them out for a long time, like hamstring injuries can take you out 6 to 8 weeks depending on what's going on. They're just trying to eliminate as many of those injuries below the waist. Which again, so they're really trying to promote this is your pocket from here to the waist. That's your wheelhouse.
Sorry, now
there, tough shit.
Oh my God! Let me get my 2 cents in here real quick, because I appreciate both of y'all have made it. God, both of y'all made great points, and my response only, and I agree with it, everything everyone said, because what we're saying is, I've said the word said. I'm not saying about said and said and said. All right, so I'm gonna try and change words. I agree with everyone's points. I would only add is I remember actually the genesis of this hip drop rule. And there's a reason that the Harbaughs were the ones that were bitching and moaning about it. It was because of someone on my fantasy team. They're tied in. Who's their tight end again?
Mark Andrews, baby.
Thank you. Yeah,
that
it was Mark Andrews. It was Mark Andrews, and that's what started. And Jim Harbaugh made John Harbaugh. Thank you. Good, Eric. E-Rock, what's up? John Harbaugh made a stink about it, like no other, and that's why he's so hell bent on getting it banned. But the fact of the matter is, what are they supposed to do? You know what I'm picturing? Like an episode like that movie Little Giants or any other kind of comedic thing where kids are jumping on the oversized kid's back, trying to tackle him. And he's just carrying him 15 yards. I mean, what do you expect from that? You got to go for their legs. Not in a dirty way. You just grab their waist and you go down, and what do you have? The way the human body is shaped, your feet are like this. So you grab and you go down and you lock it, right? It makes sense. What are you supposed to do? Grab their shoelaces? We're going to make that illegal too? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, that's just getting absurd. I hate that. So, I don't know. I don't see the change, but wait, have they legalized, or have they illegalized, or should say banned that as a thing? Is it official? Hip drops? Anyone know?
I'm sorry.
Have they actually officially banned hip drops?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think that I don't know if it's banned. Well, they're gonna get penalized for it.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a. I don't know if it's personal foul type penance for it, but yeah. And I'm looking at the clip right now that you're speaking of, the Bengals player using the hip drop tackle on Mark Andrews.
Logan Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, good call. I mean, it looked to me like when I saw it, I was like, it's a tackle. That's a tackle. He's a big guy, and it's a corner or a safety trying to tackle a 270-pound guy, 250-pound guy.
Yeah, like
what am I supposed to do?
Let him go for the touchdown?
Am I gonna hug him and just put my weight onto him?
No. You got to do like this. I'm hugging you, bro. And then he goes down like this, and you pat him on the head, and you say, "Good night, sweet prince."
No, you jump on his back and you give him a wet willy through the ear hole. I mean, what the hell do you want from me? What do you want? What do you want from me? I mean, I'd give him a noogie, but he's got a helmet. Just give him a wet willy or something. Poke his nose through his face mask. I don't know. I mean, that's even illegal. All right. Hey, you know what? It's going to be a thing, Joe says. You know what else is going to be a thing? Munchily is going to be a thing. I'm planting it in y'all's minds now. The way Jordan eats snacks, he eats them munchily. I love Doritos. I eat them munchily. Nachos, I eat them munchily. Implant it in your mind. I'm not going to do a jingle like Burger King because I haven't gone to that shame level yet. So let's get to baseball. Jordan, this is your favorite part of the show, and Joe is here. I like taking advantage of it because y'all know way better than I do about everything. So Jordan, this is your moment. This is your moment. Go ahead. Top things in baseball to talk about right now. Hit it, baby.
What else do you want me to say? The Mets blew a 2-run lead. They literally got walked off. They could have at least gotten a game back, at least two 1.5 back, but they put the bed. Like the Nationals beat the Braves, but like there's really nothing else to say. Like Aaron Judge is crushing homers left and right. Like he's crushing. It's against the Rockies team that has much relevancy into this world as like a random FCS team. But like, yeah, there's really nothing else. There really is nothing else to add to this baseball week besides like the Guardians like trying to catch up on the number 1 spot, and the O's losing, which is like they're getting that first wild card spot. Like that's it. Like
they're playing right now, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's over. The Astros won.
Wow, what a quick game. Hey, shout out to the pitch clock. Yeah, it actually was under. Man, that was like a 2-hour game. Wow, impressive. It must have been a really defensive game. What was the score?
It was 6-3.
Wow, that's actually not even a bad. It's not even a low score, and it still was that short. Wow. Joseph, do you have anything before I chime in on baseball that you have to say about right now? Any kind of thing that is on your mind, just anything that people should know, anything that I should know, because I'm always trying to learn more and more about baseball. So, and y'all do a good job teaching me.
Yeah, I'm just locked in on my boys. You know what I mean? I'm locked in on my boys. We've won 4 out of 5. Judge might hit 70 this year. I don't know, but we're on pace to do really good things. I'm looking at the rest of the Yankees schedule, and while we do have some division opponents here towards the end, we have a nice neat little get-right series with Washington coming up. So it's like any wrongs that we need righted, we can just get it done against the Natties because they're not doing anything worth relevance to talk about. So we can go ahead and mop that up. And then, I'm really looking forward to actually going into the postseason with like a good taste on our mouths instead of just limping in like we usually do. That's kind of like what I'm looking forward to in this August and September. But as a like a league as a whole, September's coming, and you know what that means. If a guy hasn't been called up yet, usually anybody that wants to see live reps from guys in their farm systems, it's called the September call-ups. They extend the rosters for all of the teams and allow them to have their AAA guys or maybe even some AA guys come up and get some live reps against some MLB talent. So look for those. Look for some prospects. If your team's like complete ass tier and you want to see if at least the next coming is going to be better than what you have out on the field now, now's your time to watch the team. See if the guys in your farm systems are worth it, and see if maybe you have some hope in the future, because Lord knows you don't have it right now. That's what I'll be looking at in the month of September.
Oh, he said complete ass tier. Actually, we asked here. It took me a second to think.
Tell me the White Sox are like, man. I really hope the stuff.
No,
in our
100
system-
losses, Joe.
Yeah, I really hope the
100
stuff in
losses.
our farm system is better than what we're putting out there now. Because
No,
if not,
no,
we
Joe,
are
Joe.
done.
That's
No,
hilarious.
I doubt they even have anything in the farm system. It's that bad for
I
the
mean,
White Sox.
apparently not. That's what I've heard. But it couldn't be worse. I mean,
No.
you could imagine it couldn't be worse.
Who?
I'll say this.
Who? Which prospect they're hoping is going to come up?
What do
If he does
what do
come
you
up,
out-
he's going to get hurt, or he's going to be broken by at least 2 years.
Yeah, but
It's like, damn, Jordan. What do you?
They have nothing to play for,
Exactly.
so why not get them out there and get them some live reps in September and see if they can hit major league hitters, and then you can go into spring training knowing, hey, we may have a dude next year.
A dude, Joe. A dude.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, are we gonna skate? Are we
It's
gonna?
better than what we're watching now.
Are we gonna
barely
skate
a dude.
Are we really going to skate by the fact Jordan is basically an owl? A minute ago, he said, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh."
I mean, I don't know their farm system. They know better than I do what their farm system is. But
no,
that's just what I'm personally looking for in September. Who's hiding hidden talents in their farm systems that we don't know about?
I think you just take a risk and bring him up, and then Jordan can make the decision, and he'll be like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh,
exactly,
ooh." There we go.
Plus, all the teams in contention can bring up guys from their farm system to rest guys they want fresh for the playoffs too. So that's another reason why you bring them up.
It should be known that Winston-Salem, my hometown, over in Winston-Salem, their team, the Winston-Salem Dash, they are connected with their team is the one affiliated with the White Sox. I want it to be known that that's actually true.
Unfortunate.
I know. Back when they were the Warthogs, it was better.
Maybe they have all the talent, and that's why the White Sox suck. But then again, if they had the talent, then why aren't they in the big leagues? Because
we're hoarding. We're hoarding them. We're hoarding them right now.
Yeah,
that's what it is. We don't want them going to there, ruining their career.
Can't have nice things.
Nope.
They're like, damn, or the players are like, damn, I'd rather not get paid as much to live in Winston than I can go to South Chicago and suck. I don't know. Hey, maybe they're just tanking. Maybe that's just but they've been tanking. Maybe they're tanking even more now. Who knows? Who knows?
For what? The 5th overall pick? They have a lotto system. They're screwed.
Hey, they could get a good player in the draft. I don't know. I'm trying to give them benefit of the doubt.
What they need to do is really tap into that international market. There's some people in the Dominican, in Cuba, in Central America that they could be tapping into. That
Asia,
can make some noise.
Asia and Latin America.
Yep.
That is the two places you got to be going.
And some of these bigger guys are tapping into that market too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even then, they might be dead by like year 3.
Well, all right. That
in game, chat.
In talent.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what just happened.
I've seen this before. Eloy Jimenez, Luis Robert, I just don't see anything that's coming up to him helping the Chicago White Sox. Like, I've seen this for years.
Well, no, not this year. No. Hey, but that's how they got good the first time, which was a few years ago, and that just kind of good. I know. Hey, it's only one way. There's only one way to go but up. Only one way to go but up.
Oh no! Ewok. There's call going up, and then there's rock bottom. They're below rock bottom right now.
Oh my God! MLB dog days equal dog years. Mm-hmm. There we go. I had to put that back up. All right, that's hilarious. So that's hilarious. You know what, White Sox? I'm cheering for you. Get better, do better, get better. I have faith somehow. Call it blind optimism. Oh my God! By the way, update on I won bets in baseball yesterday. Oh, and I won one off Caitlin Clark. That was the easy one. But I'll tell you the one I did get. Where'd it go? What the hell happened to it? All right, whatever. Damn, I can't remember which one it was. It doesn't have it around now. Whatever. I think it was actually on the Houston game, Houston versus Orioles yesterday. I had the under, and I think I got it. So I want to thank y'all for that because you didn't tell me to do it, but y'all have given me some good perspective because I remember talking about how Houston's bullpen is deep, and that's why I had faith they were going to hold. And the game was at 3-2, so I went with the score staying pat. Sure did. So, but not tonight. I didn't bet tonight. Good news for me. I think it's time a little bit. By the way, Munchily is going to be a thing. Munchily going to be a thing. I'm about to eat a black bean burger for dinner. It's a late dinner. It's going to be a thing. I'm going to eat it munchily. Munchily. All right. Joe, I'm going to get this happening. Bro. Okay.
I didn't think YOLO would make the dictionary, so I mean anything's possible at this point.
That's true. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna give credit to all of us. It's gonna be ScOutCast. I'm giving credit to ScOutCast in general if that happens. All right. I don't really think we need to talk about college football right now. We talked about it yesterday. I think right now there's just a couple more things only one thing else we can do, and that is a little bit of fantasy football, this or that, like yesterday. In other words, stardom, sit-em. All right, and I'm gonna give you all a few of them, and just give me your best pick here. Jordan, I'll let you start first since I gave Joe the first one earlier, and then Joe actually kind of took you to school yesterday. He kind of took you to school, man. I mean, you got to do better. Do better, bro. Just like the White Sox. Do better, bro. Just to be known. Joe's like, I don't even know. I'm not fazed by it. Joe's like, I'm doing 4 things once, but I'll take you to school. Hey, that's okay.
Joe's doing 12 things at once.
That's impressive. I gotta be real. That's very impressive. Okay, guys. So here's the match. I'm looking at the matchups for this week, man. I'm pretty stoked about it. All the matchups here. I think the one I'm talking about not just the games in fantasy, our fantasy football league. I love the fact that Gabe was ranked by the grades in A+, but he's playing my dude Chad, who obviously doesn't know dick about fantasy, and apparently he's favored. I'm gonna do this game by game. All right, I'm gonna go one player from their team and one player from the other team. Y'all tell me who you think you favor on that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So here's one: James Cook against Arizona, or Gibbs on the Detroit Lions against the Rams. Jordan, I'll let you start first. Give me your preference. I'm not going to tell you their projection either.
As much as I love Gibbs, James Cook.
Jameer Gibbs.
As much as I love Jameer Gibbs, James Cook. I see him taking a step up. I don't trust Arizona's run defense. I don't think they're going to take a step down, but like they're going to be like very weak against Buffalo's run offense.
All right, word. I like that. Joseph, thought?
I'll take Cook. Cook has less competition for carries. I think Montgomery might get the majority of the goal line situations. So because of that, I think Cook has more opportunities to cook.
Mm-hmm. That was nice. You know what I just now realized, by the way? I started calling Joe. Like I was introduced to Joe as Joe. But for some reason I just always called him Joseph because I didn't want to come with a nickname, and he already had him, and just kind of flowed with it. Now I just realized your handle up there, you finally put as Joseph as Java Joe Sports. You may have done it a while back. I just didn't notice. But I love it, though. That's great.
Oh, well, I don't go by the No Earmuffs moniker anymore. So that's why I changed
I know that. Well, I still say it's like I thought it maybe just said Joe at Java Joe Sports. I don't know. Either way, I love it. So now he's just embraced Joseph. I love it. It's great. It's a very regal name. Very regal. All right. Like Jordan Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, E-Rock obviously speaks for itself. Kind of like Seal or Cher or Bonnet. Beyonce. No, that's good way I'm talking. All right. That's one from their game. Let's go to another person's game here. All right. This is Andrew playing JV varsity over here. Ooh. This is actually a very interesting one here. Devonta Smith playing Green Bay or Garrett Wilson playing the San Francisco 49ers. Who do you got? Joe, we'll start. Joseph, we'll start with you this time.
What were the players? Repeat it.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Devonta Smith playing the Green Bay Packers or Garrett Wilson playing the San Francisco 49ers. Who do you got?
I'm going to lean towards Wilson on this. And this is mainly just because as much as I think Wilson's going to have fits with the San Francisco defense, he's got a quarterback again. And I think that's going to prove dividends for him, assuming he lasts more than 4 plays. I think that's going to help him tremendously. I think Smith is he's very boom or bust because there's going to be games where he's like 8 for like $110 and maybe he gets a tud. But more often than not, he's going to be second fiddle to AJ Brown. And so that's he can get lost in the offense. And that's going to be to his detriment. So I just trust Wilson's target share more than his.
I like it. No, that's actually really good reasoning, and hopefully his quarterback, for his own sake, can stay on the field at least through game one, quarter one, second quarter, third, fourth.
Ventress can fall on his throat and he'd be out for like four games. We don't know.
It's just
it would be the Jets' luck for that to happen.
I will just say, am I wrong in saying I think all y'all can agree? Because you're both from New York. Obviously, one had a little bit more. He's in Florida now, but I'm saying like you still got mad ties to New York. Am I wrong in saying the Jets are maybe the biggest if team I've seen in a long time? It's like if this, if that, if this, if that. I mean, am I off base by saying that?
As far as our sports teams, I think the if belongs to the Knicks more than the Jets. But
that's biased.
The Jets definitely, have a lot of if situations. But I feel like that belongs more to the Knicks if we had a different owner. If Carmelo had help. If Penny Hardaway didn't get washed before we got him.
Yeah.
If Stephon Marbury didn't lose his mind. Like
if they didn't hire Phil Jackson.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
if we never hired Phil Jackson.
You beat me to it. You son of a bitch. I was gonna say the Phil
if
Jackson.
Jeff Hornacek could have ran his own offense, there's
Mike
a lot
D'Antoni,
of ifs when it comes to the Knicks.
If Amari Stoudemire could have played to his Phoenix potential, and
if Linsanity didn't flame out, like
well, everyone knew that shit was coming. That was a matter of time. Another Harvard graduate that was very good at times that he needed to be.
If Amari Stoudemire was healthy the whole time he was there.
That's what I said.
Crazy.
Yeah, if he was like Phoenix Suns one. It's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
A lot of ifs. But I'm still giving it to the Jets. This is, I think, the biggest, because the Jets have never had high expectations as they do now. And like the Knicks are used to being let down. Well, so are the Jets, but not to this degree. Because if this doesn't work for the Jets, this will go down as one of the worst trades in NFL history, and that will beat out Russell Wilson. And that's saying something. That is saying something.
There are worse.
I don't know about that. They literally
maybe Herschel Walker. Maybe
they ate so much money just to get rid of Russell.
No,
I mean,
no.
I don't know, man, because there
are worse trades.
No, because they based his whole team around it. Unlike Russ, they didn't base the whole team around Russ. They did pay a fuck ton of money for him, but they made Aaron Rodgers essentially the GM, offensive coordinator, and scouting. That's where I'm coming from it. So this would be like a weird. They've given him everything. So if it doesn't work out, you basically have wasted. One, you ruined 2 coaches. You ruined a coach's and a general manager's career for better or worse. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it. Same with the owners. And if it doesn't work out, I mean, actually, I don't know. I could see Robert Saleh getting another job as a defensive coordinator. He'd be way happier too. All right, let's get away from this damn Jets. All right, let's move on. I have a really good one for y'all.
I would actually pick Wilson too, because like, even though the Niners' secondary is still like solid, like
sorry, I never let you answer. I'm sorry.
Wilson will at least like like won't be facing a lot of competition, because like he has Alan Lazard to compete with. I'm like, and Mike Williams. Like,
yeah, but Mike Williams can't stay on the field.
Exactly.
And I love Mike Williams. He's so talented.
That's why I'm going with Garrett.
Yeah, fair point. Okay, this is a good one. I'm really excited about this. This is from the game of Joe. This is from Joe's game, and I'll start with Joe's quarterback first. There's gonna be quarterback versus quarterback. It's Joe versus Dylan. Oh no, is it Ant? No, it's Dylan. Yeah, it's Dylan. DJ Stroud or Jalen Hurts? Jordan, give me your opinion.
You want me to go with
I should say who they're playing. Yeah, we're talking about fantasy.
Yeah. I forgot.
Stroud is playing
because.
Well, let me finish. Stroud's playing Indianapolis. Jalen obviously is playing Green Bay, like I mentioned. So now, still Stroud, right?
Yeah, still Stroud, because like, even though I do like Jalen Hurts' like abilities and like how Philly is going to like try and push him to the end zone, I just don't trust his arm. Like, I don't trust Jalen Hurts' arm. Like, I trust Stroud a little more. Like,
it's so funny.
It's out of instinct. That's the thing. Like, it's out of instinct. And also like he can run. He's athletic, just like Jalen Hurts, and he might get some read options to get to the end zone.
Isn't it so funny how much 1 year can make? Because we were talking about how 2 years ago we had the same conversation about Jalen Hurts. Then he has the year he had, and now all of a sudden we're going back to the same conversation. I have no problems with Jalen Hurts. I'll just say this before Joe jumps in. I have no worries about Jalen Hurts, his ability with passing in the pocket. I just think him and Nick Sirianni aren't meshing the same way. Obviously, him and Shane Steichen. That's my thing. And I think they just need to get their shit together, like go on Dr. Phil and fix it up or something.
Yeah.
All right, Joseph. Same question to you. I know you're biased on this, but you're pretty good about cutting the bias out. So.
This one's tough for me because Hurts is going to hurt you a lot more with his legs than Stroud will. While Stroud can make some things happen, he's not going to beat you with his legs. So that's where I favor Hurts. But I'm going to give the edge to CJ because he's had big games in the lad has, as Pat McAfee likes to say about his old stadium. He had a really good game there last season. I think he's going to want to set the tone for his sophomore campaign with the divisional opponent. And I think Green Bay may have some new tricks up their sleeve with their new defensive coordinator. I think they're going to be much better defensively, and what better way to prove it than a team who really needs a bounce back offensively speaking.
Yeah.
I think they could do a lot for their confidence heading into the season if they have a really good game against a team that really needs to show something offensively with all the noise they've had in the offseason.
Yep.
No more Kelsey there too.
That is a bigger deal than people are making it out.
Yep.
That Philadelphia, whatever it's called. I don't like calling it the tush push, but whatever.
Brotherly shove, baby.
That's it. I love that. That one's actually hilarious. I actually think that's funny. I love this. This one made me light up actually. So I actually am gonna take Stroud as well. And this, as much as I was defending Jalen, I'm gonna go with CJ on this because I feel like that is absolutely his matchup against the Colts is usually it's a division game, yes, but but CJ plays very well in indoor stadiums. I think it's at Lucas Field or whatever it's called now.
Yeah, it's at
Field.
Lucas.
He plays very well there.
Badass.
Yeah. Plus, basically, the Houston Stadium basically is an indoor stadium because they have a retractable roof, so it basically is the same. So I'm gonna go with CJ in this one. I could see him blasting for like about 3
I just
touchdowns.
want to be in a record. I hope it's a blowout. Like I mean high scoring. I'm hoping for high scoring.
For your sake, yeah.
I low key want the Colts to win. So, low key, I want the Colts to win, but I have 2 players in that game, so I'm hoping for a blowout, a very high scoring game.
Fair enough. All right, we got one
It's
more.
gonna be
We
a
got
fun
one more.
one either way.
That's true. We got one more game left, and that happens to be the 2 of the people on this. You know, Joseph, I'll let you pick this one since our 2 teams are the ones in question. So, are you able to bring up our fantasy game, me and Jordan?
Yep. That's what I've been using.
All right. Oh, word up. Okay, can you pick any matchup? I've just been going side to side matchup, so you can do whatever you want to do. I'm giving you the keys to the car at this point. Jesus, take the wheel.
Well, we already did the quarterbacks on another show. We did the quarterbacks on the last show. So all right, let's take the tight end matchup. Mark Andrews with their opponent, the Chiefs, versus Sam Laporta against the Rams.
Jordan, in this case, I'm not the moderator, but Jordan, I will let you go first.
Sam Laporta, like, even though Sam Laporta is coming off from an injury during the last season, it wasn't really bothering him that much at all. Like, Mark Andrews is coming back from a leg injury that legitimately cost him like half the rest of the season, and like that could hurt you more than one. That could hurt you in a lot of ways. So like, I went with Laporta for that reason alone. And also I do think he's gonna have a really strong season. Even with that.
Now I'm gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were. I thought you were finished. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I picked Sam Laporta. It's that, and also like he's a beast. He's gonna do well in at least around like the end zone, but also middle routes, like short to medium routes.
Assuming they both play, because they're both questionable. One's undisclosed. The other one is a hamstring, which would be Laporta. I was going to say Laporta because of his matchup. But if you look closer, as good as the Chiefs' defense is, and they can stop the run. They bolstered that whole front 7. One thing that they have had struggles with in certain games, at least this past year, is the tight end getting loose. And they're going to be focused a lot on Lamar. I actually would be tempted. I like both matches. I would lean more towards Mark Andrews, but I understand why people would take Laporta. I could see Mark Andrews getting a touchdown in this game where Sam Laporta would not get a touchdown against the Rams because they have 2 explosive because they had explosive receivers on the outside. Granted, I know the Ravens have Zay Flowers, and then they got Bateman. I thought, yeah, but it's not quite the same. So I'm being impartial. I promise. I would take Andrews, but I would not blame anyone for taking Laporta. That's my reasoning. That's a good question, though, Joe. I'll give you that one. Oh, let's do one more from our game because this is intriguing. Joe, Jalen Waddle or Devontae Adams? Waddle against Jacksonville. Same thing with Adams playing he's playing the Chargers. I was going to say the Clippers. Excuse me.
I would say Adams. Waddle to me even with Mike McDaniel's offense, which is going to get, which typically gets Hill and Waddle both involved, I think Adams is just going to dominate the targets to a point where he's going to have more opportunities to score. And I don't know if the Chargers defense is to the level of um, where the coach wants it to be just yet. I think it's going to improve tremendously under Harbaugh, but this early in the season, I think it's going to take them that first meeting again. I'll say that they'll do better against Adams the second time around than the first time around, if that makes sense.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I think for that reason, I think target wise, a more competent quarterback for Adams this time around. He was doing damage with a collection of quarterbacks. Now he's got one that's semi decent. And Pittman went off last year under Minshew as quarterback. So I think he's going to be, he's going to be in a better position to make some noise. So give me Adams here, just because I know he's not going to have to split targets too much with the rest of the receivers on the roster.
Okay, all right. Same question to you, Jordan.
I don't trust Waddle this year. Like I just besides the litany of quarterback, I just don't trust Miami's offense, because they are like this go, and they don't have a stop. They don't have a stop. They don't have and they can't stop. And that burns them. And Tyreek Hill is gonna get a lot of targets. So I won't be surprised if Waddle doesn't have much. Which in Adams, he's elite. He's not competing with anybody. The only ones he's competing with targets with is Rock Bowers and that other type tight end. It's not even that much. Devontae Adams.
I was going to go with Waddle. I disagree with Jordan. Jordan, I disagree with your take on Waddle. However, and Joe actually flipped me. It was a very cogent and very convincing
not even that.
point.
I love Waddle. It's just that he's gonna get a lot of those he's not getting a lot of touches.
Well, he got
Mike McDaniel wants them both. Even though
they both got touches last year. They both went over 1,200 yards. One went almost to 2,000. The other one got over 1,200. So it's not like they're not going to get touches. They'll find a way. No doubt. I'm not worried. That wouldn't be for fantasy people out there. I would not be worried about that. Respectfully to Jordan, I'm just saying. But Joe, you flipped me on this. I was going to say Waddle, but however, Adams is just a better all-around receiver, and he will make sure he gets it. So he should be a Panther because just because I want him to be. So that's all. I just want him to be.
Poor you, Iraq.
No, it won't happen. Munchley is going to be a thing. All right, just randomly, and had to plug that in there.
Munchley is more likely to be a thing than the Panthers being happy. But that's
probably true. That's probably true. All right, guys. Closing remarks and calling cards, and we will call this one a night. Jordan, let's start with you.
Yeah, you can find my writing at Tollway Pets, Sport Tollway Pets, Fantasy, all that good stuff. You can catch me at ScOutCast Me Up with Mr. E-Rock, and also Curious Sports Post with Senor Gabriel. You can find me on social media, JCRound6898, Twitter and Instagram, JCRound79 on TikTok. And like I said, I can't wait. And like I said, NFL football, two more Sundays until we're through. The college football starting. I can't wait for Thursday night. Minnesota, North Carolina. It's going to be a fun game. I can't wait. And football's back, baby. I love it.
This fucking guy. All right, Joseph. You're up next. Closing remarks and calling card. Yeah, I know that. I know you are. Trust me.
So you can find my musings on anything entertainment or sports at Java Joe Sports on the X. Link to my writing portfolios on there as well. I'm currently on my second screen watching the rest of this Redskins and or excuse me, Redskins,
Oh,
Commanders, Commanders, and
Let's say
I am an
commies.
'80s baby. Okay, relax.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
But no disrespect. But I'm watching the rest of this Commanders and Patriots game.
You could say commies.
Listen, shout out
I'll
to
say-
Joe Milton about to make the team on the active roster, because with that injury, that means he's gonna have to be on the active roster if Brissett's gonna miss time. So we may see 2 rookies on the active roster at quarterback for the Patriots.
Boy.
Good luck to them.
Jamarcus
It's gonna
Russell
be
2.0, baby. Let's go.
This is gonna be awesome.
Don't worry. He can launch balls from one leg. Don't worry. He's not gonna be Jamarcus Russell. We're swearing on it.
Well, I mean, even if he was Jamarcus Russell, the problem that Jamarcus Russell was where he was selected and how much money he made where he was selected. That was the big deal. Matter of fact, that might be one of the sole reasons why the rookie scale for the quarterbacks is the way it is now, is because the Raiders shelled out all that money to Jamarcus Russell for him to flame out, and the teams were tired of paying all that money to quarterbacks for them to flame out like that. So shout out to Russell for making the quarterbacks have to earn it in the second contract.
The best mobile quarterback the Raiders ever had was Terrell Pryor. So let's be real. All right, 99-yard touchdown. Shout out to him. All right, I love Terrell Pryor. People always sleep on him. But yeah, Jamarcus. Oh man, that was rough. And by the way, the fact that there's even a conversation with Milton and May. Yeah, they need to stop doing whippets. Okay, so whoever's doing that they're just helping too many whippets. Okay, so helping ain't good for y'all. Come on now. Come on, be healthy and do something else. All right. You guys are tripping if you think Milton's going to get, oh my God. He's going to be Trey Lance on the field, and he wasn't even drafted that high. Okay. I'm at Living at 09. This show is at Living at 09. This show is called ScOutCast Media Hub. We are on Twitter, Twitch. I'm not calling it X, but Twitter, Twitch, my Facebook, and on YouTube for everyone to find. Thank you to Total Apex, Dusty. I appreciate keeping our content from previous shows from way back when. You guys see the grassroots movement of how everything's kind of just come along. And another shout out again, one more time. Well, one to Curious Sports Pulse and Gabe. I'll see y'all, I think, this week, maybe his appearance or so on there. And let's just go ahead and shout out Twin Peaks again for their hospitality. A very cool spot to do this show at. Nice 31.4 degree beer and good food. Hey, you know what? Cold beer, good people, great time, and good food too, by the way. All right. Guys, I think it's about time we wrap on out of here. All right. I will see y'all later. Speaking of food, I got my diet, sad as that is, got a black bean burger written all over here. All right. God, I'm a fat boy, and I already admit it. Everyone, all right. I am a fatty. All right. Everyone out there, talk to y'all later. Live long and prosper.